You are fighting the battle for Sanskrit in the context of Western thoughts and perceptions. You are fighting the battle for Sanskrit in the context of Western thoughts and perceptions. I have great admiration for what you are doing. But I have a feeling that the need is more in India. The need is more in India. Because I believe that the battle for Sanskrit has to be done here as well. You mentioned about a home team that will answer all the Purvapaksha, the concept, the perceptions that come from the Western thoughts and help you in providing the answers. But I have a feeling you need to create a home team for also answering those people within India who say that if a Sanskrit day has to be celebrated or a Sanskrit week has to be celebrated, they have objections to it because it is dead, because it is non-relevant. Please.
Thank you. My criticism is not of Westerners. In fact, the largest contingent of American Orientalists recently trained are Indian people. The ideology of Western Orientalism is not in the hands of white-skinned people. The difference between British Orientalism and American Orientalism, one of the differences is the British did not train a whole lot of brown-skinned people to do their job. Americans have done very well in that department. So from very high-level posts in the academy to people in media, most of the English-speaking, these media anchors got their journalism degree from Columbia School of Journalism or somewhere in Britain. And they're very proud of that. They're always patronizing them. They'll give their point of view. My point of view, critical, they will not even include. So the loyalty is to them. It's the Indians doing all this dirty work. Most of the people in the field of social sciences and a large number of people in these top tier Sanskrit, these top tier, not Sanskrit universities yet, but top tier universities in the big metros, that are teaching Indiology kind of stuff, are trained by the Westerners today. Okay, so my war, my battle is not against ethnic white Westerners and Europeans, but a certain metaphysical assumptions that they bring, which they have originated and Indians have taken over. Like Marxism is a Western thought. It's a Western thought. We didn't originate it. But the promoters of Marxism are Indians here. So the whole anti-Hindu, anti-Vedic movement that I am criticizing, I say in this book many, many times that it's gone viral. It's gone viral in India, in the school textbooks, in the way IAS people are trained, IFS people are trained, they're alienated from our culture. I mention all this. I mention a few names of a few prominent people who got their PhDs there, just to give an illustration that these are the people who write in the Hindu. All these kind of people are writing in the Hindus. I'm sure they'll catch hold of my book and write and blast it. So you guys be ready for that. So they're Indians. So Indians are the front people doing the dirty work. Okay, and the Indians are for sale. I'll give you a very simple fact. According to one source, the British in India recruited Indians to fight their wars. We know that. 111 wars were fought by the British in various places using Indian soldiers. Imagine. But in China, for a brief period when they had some control, the British failed to raise even one regiment of Chinese. Now, why is it that Chinese were not for sale? They would not fight under British command. They would not. But the Indians were very willing and very eager to fight, go for them. Why? So this is this problem I'm raising here. In fact, I'm saying why we stopped doing Purvapaksha has to do with some kind of an awe of the other for some reason, and we're not going to talk against them. We're not going to be... So this business is more than just some Westerners. There's so many anglicized honorary white Indians. Okay, I mention all that. So I'm very glad you raised it, but please read my book, I'd discuss it. Thank you.
Newton, if it is proven that Newton was a badmash, he was a scoundrel, then aeroplane will not stop falling down because gravitation is gone. The nature of reality is independent of how somebody is understanding it.